give you a little testimony about being patient in a storm. I remember, I think it was like 2 months ago, and my wife and I, we went to Busch Gardens, right? And they were having this concert, Christian concert, right? And it was raining the whole day. People were walking out. We were one of the few walking in. And I can tell you right now, if you've seen my wife, she's small and all, but she puts a face. Right? And she had this face, and she's giving me attitude, and I let her all out right here. She's giving me attitude. I don't know why we're here. I don't know why we came here. They're not going to have a concert. They're not going to have a concert. This is all I've been hearing. I felt, you know what I felt like? I felt like being in Yankee Stadium and having like a Red Sox fan heckling in my ear. That's what it felt like. You know, so she's telling me, she's like, no, we need to leave. We need to leave. So we had people that were going to meet us there, right? It was Roger Manny, pastor and everything. They asking me, the rain is pouring down. They sent me a text. How's the weather over there? Oh, no, it's just drizzling. You know, I said, it's just drizzling. Because I knew that if they didn't come, and I would have been there with my wife alone, I would have probably been unhappy for like the next 3 days. But in any case, right? So everyone shows up, and it's still raining. And then it started coming down really heavy. So my wife convinces the pastora, let's go. I'm like, oh man, but you know, the one we want to see is about to perform. I don't want to leave now. So they start walking, and there was like a canopy, and they start walking there, and I said, you know what? I got to find a way to distract her so that way to buy some more time. So I start talking to the pastor, and they started walking, and they stopped. Well, sure enough, about 10 minutes later, the sun came up. The clouds moved, and the sun just started shining. That is what I'm telling you today. Don't get impatient. Don't get impatient. Just when you feel that you can't take no more, don't run to the wrong places. Don't feel that it's over, because it's not. You just need to remain patient. Remain patient, remain calm. Got to be calm within the storm. Because no storm is going to last forever. At some point, it's going to move on. So do you need to move on as well. You need to move on from that problem, that weight that's holding you down. You need to start looking beyond that. Because dwelling on something is not gonna make anything better. It's gonna make you feel worse, mentally and physically. So what do you gain? What do you gain from having a little rain shower coming down on you, and all of a sudden now, oh, the world is over, I can't take this anymore? You weren't designed that way. You have to be stronger than that. You have to know that no matter what comes your way, it will pass. Because whatever is thrown your way is thrown your way because you were already designed to handle that situation. So why make yourself weak? It's not worth it. And when you go through, when you're going through all this, you think it's only affecting you? Do you think it doesn't, when you're going through this storm, you think your mother and your father are not going through it with you? You think that the rain and the lightning is not striking them twice as much as it's striking you, because it hurts them as a parent to see their child going through that. Lift yourself up. There's so much to be happy about. Think about it. Take 40 seconds to think about your problems. And when you're done, know someone ended their life. Is your problem that bad? I think not. But like I said, like I mentioned to you, that's the negative part. What's the positive? Oh, there's plenty of positive. The good always outweighs the bad. There's absolutely no comparison to that. It's just a matter of what team you want to be on. Are you playing and being loyal to Team God, or are you looking for a trade to Team Devil? I don't know. Or are you playing both fields? I don't know how many of you, well, I don't know if maybe, I'm sure some of the girls know, but in baseball, you can't pitch and hit at the same time. You can't hit and catch. So what makes you think that you can have one foot with the Lord and another foot out? What makes you think that you, in the midst of this storm, that you expect to have the left side of your face shining and the other side black? You can have that. You can have that if you want to work in the circus. Are you a clown? Or are you a child of God? You have to understand something. That the word says, you know, it's written, there's no storm that will come your way that God will not be the shelter over you. He is your covering. You can be standing in the middle of the street, in the middle of an evil storm, and know that the Lord is on you, He's upon you, He's on top of you, and you're not even getting wet. You could be, and if you look at it and you feel that way, you can be the only thing bright in the center of that street. But many of you look for pity. Oh, I can't deal with this. Someone help me. And you're asking the other person who's just as pitiful. Two people going through the same situation can't help each other if you can't help yourself. What advice can you give someone going through a tough situation right now and you can't even solve your own problem? Who made you the genius? But I'm going to read to you what the word says. I gave you the version of the part, if you are the storm and you're causing the destruction. But let me tell you what the word says and what you should be feeling if you are dealing with this and with these heartaches. And it's in Psalm 18:2. It says, "The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge. He is my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold." right there is saying, if you implant that in your head, if you believe that, if you could believe the word of God that much over the lies that you believe instantly, you would smile a little bit more. Amen. Don't take the negatives of the storm and look at the positive. What's the positive of a rainstorm here? I'll tell you right now. I wish it would rain right now so it can water my grass. There's a positive to the rainstorms. Your water comes down, grass gets wet. It's a financial savings. It's a financial blessing. You don't have to put your sprinklers on. That's a positive. I've mentioned this before. You take in the midst of your storm, you take the negative and turn it into a positive. Amen. You do that, even when it's raining, you be shining. Even when someone is sad, you be smiling. Why are you smiling about? Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to tell you why I'm smiling. Oh, no, everything's going good? No. I'm actually going through a lot right now. But you're smiling, you're crazy. No, I'm going through it. Oh, I'm going through a lot of problems. My mom is mad at me. My grades are bad. And you smiling? What, it's a joke? No. I'm smiling because I know I'm not alone. I'm smiling because I know that the Lord will help bring my grades up, will repair the relationship with my mom, repair the relationship with my dad. The Lord will guide me. The Lord will show me where I need to go. So now you have this person who is going through the same situation just like you, and now you get them to think. Because that's all you need to do. If you find a reason to smile when you're going through a really tough situation, and you go ahead and you confront someone that sees you smiling and they ask you these questions, you can impact them as well. You can be the reason to keep that one girl or keep that one guy from reaching out and grabbing a bottle of liquor. You can keep that person from grabbing that joint. You can be the one to keep that person from sniffing cocaine. You can keep that girl from going and laying with a guy just because she wants to forget her problems for those 2 minutes. And I think I gave y'all too much or too long. Okay? You can be the reason to keep that girl or that guy from ending their life. If you take the focus off of you and realize that someone else has a bigger situation than you, then you won't feel so bad about your own problems. You won't go and do the wrong things. You won't go and sleep with the wrong guy. Guys, you won't go and sleep with a girl, create a child you can't even support. I'm just saying, because I've been there, I've done it. I've been in that situation. I speak from experience. In the midst of my storm, what did I do? I went and I would go to the bar, I would go and drink, I would go and pick up women, I would go and do all these things. And yes, I was free from, at least I thought I was free from that situation and that problem and that storm. Yes, I was. But when I woke up in the morning, the problem was still there. Okay? No, now it's even worse, because now I was with a girl, slept with the girl, didn't use protection. Now my problem got bigger, because how about if she has a child? So be careful what you choose to do in the spur of the moment to forget your little situation. Because your situation will grow, and it's going to get bigger, and the cloud is going to get darker, and the rain is going to, and the lightning is going to strike, and the wind is going to get stronger, and it's going to push you all over the place, and it's going to push you further away from the truth, and it's going to take you closer to the lies. Take it from someone who's been there. Take it from someone who has went through it. Storm comes your way, knocks down the signs in the road. Jesus is telling you, call me, I will show you the path. The Lord wants you to know, and He wants this to be very clear. He wants to make this very clear to you. You cannot avoid storms. They're meant to come your way. But the Lord wants you to be still. He says, be still. For the sun will shine again. Be still. No need to panic.